Hey everyone, welcome back to more Pokemon Conquest Ultimate. Last episode we took care of the little small armies over here, and now we're left only needing to be able to beat Muneshige, who this month we're still going to try and take over Valora and Spectra, but there is a pretty decent chance that after this battle, or after these two battles, once this month is over, they'll probably get a officer bonus and get a good chunk stronger. So that's something to slightly worry about. But I don't know. I feel like, generally speaking, in the Junior Warlord campaigns, the AI hasn't really gotten like immense boosts. They primarily get them in the Unite Ronsai storylines, which is not the same. Despite having the same goal, it's not 100% the same storylines. But yeah, first off, Valora, because you always want to just go after the easier of the two first. Like, if you're taking over two places, and well, actually, he might still have enough room that none of these guys are gonna go to Spectra, but I'm not 100% sure about that. I probably should have checked that, but regardless, you always want to go and win the easier battle first, so that you don't have to potentially face a really strong opponent twice in 1 month. That's kind of the preventative thing you want. Okay. Admittedly, the guys that I really don't have anyone particularly great at dealing with Rotom Wash, I just realized. I think my stupid ass probably didn't think of fucking Levitate. But, yeah, that does a lot of damage, too. Sure, that happens. I mean, he has Levitate. You have Water Absorb. What happens if I do this? Is just a simple one guy doesn't take damage and that's it? Or is it more? Is there more to it? Hoping on a flinch on Togedemaru, but I can already kind of tell that they're just significantly weaker than us. Which, I don't know, it just feels like if you're any good at this game, it is pretty much impossible to prevent it from happening, that you're just a good chunk stronger by the end. That being said, Muneshige also didn't really go into too many battles after, I think, the beginning portion. I mean, Muneshige had 3 Muneshige had 3 kingdoms to start off with, and he's got 4 now, so he won 1 battle at some point, and that's it. Which I do believe was against Kanetsugu, so some stuff was gotten. Okay, he still does this, which I sort of expected, but I was hoping maybe the Water Absorb would make him, I don't know, do something different. This is basically what I wanted, so I'm happy about that. Like, that's very good for us. Because this just immediately ends Frostlass. Yeah, this is. I don't think there was ever really any doubt, but you know, it's a bit easier than I expected. But it might just be that Monishige's strongest Pokemons weren't in this specific map, I guess. Even though, you know, I mean, 16, 20, that's a 6% difference. I think Monishige's issue is that he just kind of sat back. And, I mean, he did try and take Viperia like 3 times, but obviously it didn't pan out for him. Sure, you can go over there. I do believe that this just kills. Yeah, it probably does. And you're poisoned. Well, whatever. He'll die to poison next turn, or she'll die to poison next turn. Wormadam is always a female, so, you know. I mean, it's in the name, madam, right? Pretty sure that is Metagross's cry. I don't know, it sounded very uncanny coming out of a Wormadam. But yeah, that was a victory. And a sweet one too. Yeah, they all go to Nick Storm and Dragnor. Yeah, I do see, like, for instance, my Auroras is 37%, so, you know, if they get an officer bonus, they might go to like 40, because, you know, they tend to do something like that. 38 even, yeah. I mean, yeah, Valora is very strongly defended, but I mean, none of these guys even come close. Admittedly, we didn't really send the majority of our strong opponents that way, but if he does get like high 30, like low 40s, I think it'll be difficult to defend, you know, Valora and Spectra if we win this, because this is a crucial battle to win. But we'll probably be able to push him back regardless. Just that it's going to be a couple of harder battles if that ends up being the case. But who knows? Yeah, you definitely go over there. What's their percentages? 8, 16, 18, 17, 21, 22, 21. Yeah, this is gonna be a piece of cake. Also, I think Solrock uses Psychic, which admittedly feels like an odd choice for making Solrock use Psychic and Lunatone use the Rock move, Fake Power Gem. Mostly because, like, I mean, I suppose it's mostly a, like, it was more about, like, the early gen, I guess, or in Generation 3, where Solrock was much more of a rock type user and Lunatone much more of a psychic type user. Send you two over there. I mean, just because the statues in over here, we can't hit that, which I think is a little stupid. Sure. I think we can probably beat everyone except for Rotom this turn. I mean, maybe Solrock survives Manaphy's attack, but besides that, it doesn't, so. I mean, this feels like it's pretty much over for it. I mean, it's just a case of the AI making bad decisions in terms of its movement. It'd be nice if, like, the Misdreavus pillars would just move out of the way. But I don't know, I'm not expecting it. We're probably having to wait another turn. Oh. Yeah, they did not move in a way that made us be able to just win this match. Get you out of there and man, if you just go over there, it doesn't matter, and that we just end turn and we'll see what happens. Okay, does the Leaf Storm against Slowking. Cool. Alright, statues have moved. This victory has given me strength. I mean, it probably has. I mean, plus 3.6, not bad. So yeah, that leaves Muneshige with 2 more kingdoms. Dragnor and Nixstorm, which are currently, I mean, not that well defended, but you know, we'll see what happens. Like I said, I'm expecting officer bonus. Okay, you know, I'd really like to go on a little trip with my Galissapod. Sure. These adventures don't happen a whole lot. Or those things don't happen a whole lot until, like, you're literally at endgame. But, yeah, Muneshige has left us with these 2 battles. And, let's see, how many fire types do we have? Quite clear that fire typing will be fire will be very useful in this upcoming match. We have 2 fire types. Honestly, we could probably bring Rodon Heat and he'd probably do the job. I want to keep our other fire type for the next match. So who do we bring here? We'll bring you. We'll bring Garganackle. One of our flyers, at least. I'll take the Rotom, I think. There's a decent bit of steel in there too, so like if we have a fighting type, that could be decent. If we have a fighting type, that is. Which I am... Actually, we do. We'll bring Hawlucha then. We'll also bring Turtonator. He's got a dragon type there. Although I suppose we could send... I don't know, I think you'd be very useful for that next battle, Aurorus. So instead, we really don't even need to send some of these guys. Like, it's gonna be quite ranked. This is gonna be pretty trivial. We'll send out Go Lurk because, like, why not? And then, you know, after we beat this match, we'll see what the final battle brings for us. But I'm not expecting much. They did not get the officer bonus, which I was expecting. So that just trivializes this last month. Because, like, they're definitely strong enough to get the officer bonus, unless an officer bonus already happened and I just completely forgot about it. It might have already happened and I just forgot about it because, like, we've already, like, risen above the officer bonus. But then again, the Junior Warlord's bonus is, from experience, not too massive or major. And in general, I think we'll pretty easily finish off this battle. Dun, 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 dun. Also funny that we have 2 Rotoms in our squad here. Rotom is really good. Like, all the Rotoms are pretty good. Which is why you're going to commonly see them in most of these battles. And also there's like 6 of them, so... He's increasing his range just to get hit. Damn. So much for bringing you. If you can't reach, what's the point? Alright, let's just move forward with these guys and ignore them. It's not like Ferrothorn is going to do a whole lot. I think everyone resists steel except for Garganackle. Hey, look at that. We actually get to do something with Rotom Heat. Alright, Del, that has been finished, and obviously we're gonna have to face against Frostlass again, but besides that, Ferrothorn and Low Kicks. Alright, that makes for a very easy final battle, I think. But it's gonna leave basically his entire team weak to his entire team is more or less weak to fire, alright? Alright, give me you two. Gosh, who else will we want to bring? Sure, we'll bring these 2 guys. Magoichi, I'm literally just bringing for the sake of the fact that he's our, you know, main lord for the storyline, despite the fact that he's honestly not been all that great. I don't know, the grass typing just isn't that good in this game. But this battle should be trivial, despite the fact that we bring a Pokemon in that basically doesn't hit anyone for shit. It's gonna take a sec for him to get over here. That wasn't actually very smart, but let's ignore that factor about it being honestly a pretty stupid decision to leave my Pokemon that is 4 times weak to Steel right there next to a Steel type. Because like, look at that, hey, we killed low kicks. Doesn't that make up for it? And I mean, it barely does anything anyways. I mean, it's not like they're doing any damage to me anyways. We'll just kill Frostlass like that instead. And now it's just Togedemaru. Sure, just do this to do like half damage despite being resistant. So yeah, we just casually line up everything to kill you. Even if this would miss, we have another, you know, couple of death hits there, but we win. As everyone gets about a +3 or +2, as yeah, this was quite an easy duel when we recruit Aya. You don't recruit Muneshige because who cares? It's the final battle. The thing ends after this anyways. And I'll go to Valora, I guess. You won, Magoichi. Of course I did. So what do you think? Did you learn anything while watching it all? It was fairly enlightening. All those famous warriors, if I could get them to join me. Yeah, I learned something too. I learned about the responsibilities of running a kingdom. Magoichi. I also learned that warlords are big hits with ladies. Much more than normal warriors. What? How can you? Boom. And so Magoichi won the contest between the juniors. The question of whether he had really become popular throughout bronze, however, that remains unanswered. I feel like he kind of wasn't, considering he had a pretty rough time getting the other warlords to join, but you know, that's mostly because we're using a fucking grass type. Like, I'm sorry, grass is just not super effective against a whole lot of Pokemon. And then, you know, add that to the fact that warlords have to specifically be weak to grass for them to be recruited by Magoichi, right? And most of the junior warlords just didn't have Pokemons that were weak to grass, so you're sort of just stuck. But yeah, that was Magoichi's campaign finished, which in terms of the junior warlord campaigns, it leaves us with literally just Okuni's quest. So things are going a bit faster now, and to be fair, like a lot of the quests or a lot of the storylines remaining are pretty short. Like all the beauty and ninja conquests don't take a lot of time anyway. So yeah, we're really not almost done, but like we're getting close to finishing like the last like bigger quests or bigger storylines. So yeah, if y'all enjoyed watching this episode, please leave a like, comment, and subscribe, and I'll see you guys in the next one. Goodbye.